Well, hello. I just heard something fall on your floor. What was that?
Oh, that's Mr. Gibbs playing with an M&M.
Ah, good for Mr. Gibbs. M&Ms are good.
Yep. As I was saying, anybody can buy them at the store.
Yeah, I know, but that nasty blood sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
wasn't.
normally indulge, but I was in the mood.
Well, sometimes you just have to be in the mood.
Yep.
Well, hello, Faye.
Hello, Faye. Welcome to 21.
Yeah, no kidding. So, hello, Megan.
Hello, Megan.
So, did you like the way the cloud base or fog just rolled in today? It was sort of cool and you could smell it.
You definitely smell it.
Yeah. All you needed was like some lightning and creepy music and, someone with either a ghost jumping out at you, headless ghost, or someone with a hatchet. It would have been perfect day.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Happy New Year, Faye and Megan.
Well, let's pull a card for Faye.
Okay. And for anyone who wants to phone in, it was still sunny here, Faye. It just, you could see all that fog roll in. If anyone wants to phone in and ask their question live, the number is 604-339-8871. Okay? And I'll post it right now. But in the meantime, Sean, you go ahead and pull a card for Faye.
I can't. I'm eating your M&Ms.
Stop eating.
Sorry, everybody. I have a chocolate craving, and I don't get them often. But I did pull a card for Faye already. Well, I didn't pull a card. I was given a card. And the card is Life Path. And as you can see, the spirit talking to the newborn babies. It's a new year. It's a new time. And this is a great time to establish what your path is for this year. Not so much resolutions as intentions. What are your intentions? And what is it that you would like to see come into fruition this year? And this is a good time to look at that and make those decisions in the next couple of weeks, Faye.
Yep. And Faye, I pulled the Ace of Cups. Sean, your mic might be a little high. I pulled the Ace of Cups.
I've turned mine down.
And already. I've got mine turned down. Okay, so I'll turn mine down more. I have the Ace of Cups for you, Faye, and this is emotional happiness, success, seeing everything fall into place. And I like the koi at the bottom of the cup. And this indicates financial well-being and looking after your finances. Now, keep in mind, that is really up to you to look after your finances. But Faye, if you feel lucky, go ahead, play the lottery, see what happens. Okay, Megan is next.
Mm-hmm. Virginia's next. I don't have no Megan yet.
No, Megan, Sean. Okay, so Sean has a card fall out at him.
What's that?
Are you going to give Megan a card?
Sure, I just don't see Megan on my board. That's all.
Oh, okay, she's on mine, right after Faye.
Sorry, Megan. My board guest just doesn't like you today.
No, there are times I don't have people on my board either. They just don't show up for some reason.
Card I was given for you, follow the leader. Follow the leader more is talking in this case about following your heart. Your heart is your greatest leader. And yeah, it can take you on an interesting journey and sometimes not as much fun as you want it to be. But I'm really, really hearing from the other side that this is a great time to follow your heart, Megan. Just go with it.
Okay, and Megan, I picked the Hierophant for you, and this is about study. It's also about knowledge, so they sort of go hand in hand. But what I like about it is the fact you're willing to try different avenues. It's not just stick to one avenue. If that's not working, let's try this other avenue. So yeah, follow your heart, or you be the leader. That could work just as well. Okay, Jeannie is next.
You go ahead.
Okay, Jeannie, I picked the 10 of Pentacles. And I like this card because it talks about the future. It talks about making sure you put everything into place that you would like to see happen. And it also talks about listening to spirit, because there's that expression, you know, one door opens, another one closes, or depending on who you are, people like windows. And so this says that the more you trust in spirit and the more you listen to even your own instincts, the better results you're going to see your future. It doesn't mean that it can't be a little rocky, but it definitely will smooth out down the road.
And I was given the orbs of light for you, Jeannie. Pretty interesting card. And the message that's coming through is that this is the time when you need to let your light shine. You need to not worry about anybody else and what they're saying, but you actually let your light shine. Just let it stream through the world, let it shine everywhere you go, because your light will have a brilliant impact on everybody around. Okay, got Megan on here now. Oh, Darcy's frozen out on my screen. I don't know whose screen is moving or whose isn't. Darcy, can you hear me? Well, I guess I'll just keep going. I guess it's just me now. Sorry. It's kind of funny, all this technical stuff. I'm not great at it. So Jessica, hello, Happy New Year.
Hi, everyone. Sorry about that.
Oh, we were doing just fine without you. We're going to just, you're freezing up.
Well, I would hope. I know, it's just I got to stop moving the computer. I was hoping you'd carry on without me.
Well, Jessica, the card I was given for you is the heart transmission. And as you can see, she's clasping her heart, and you can see the rays coming out of it. The message that's coming over with it is that there's 2 or 3 people in your life right now that really need you to share your heart with them, to share that little extra expression of love and gratitude. Just is huge for these people. So this is a good time to just let it shine.
Okay.
What a great way to start the year. A lot of heart stuff going on.
Yeah. And that was for Jessica, right?
Yes.
Okay. And Jessica, I pulled the strength card, and very similar to what Sean said. It's using your heart chakra to help people, but it's also the expression that goes with it. Plus the fact that there isn't anything you can't accomplish in this year if you set your mind to it, if you set your heart to it. Okay, who's next? Penelope. Hi, Penelope. How are you?
Hello, Penelope. Happy New Year.
Okay.
Hi, Daisy. Hi, Gibbs.
So, wow. If I turn my head fast enough, it looks like I'm falling off my chair. Okay, Penelope.
These puppies know that I'm eating M&Ms.
And they want some?
Oh, yes.
Okay, I like the slide across the middle of the screen just to figure out where to hold it. So Penelope, 10 of Cups. This is emotional satisfaction. This is about you putting your dreams into play, to actually have a blueprint or a storyboard about what you're looking for this year. and to take it slowly. But if you take every step and you follow it the way it's meant to go, it feels to me that it should be a successful year for you as well.
And I was given the Golden Palace here, which basically just backs up what Darcy says. This is a year where your dreams could come true if you just continue taking the correct actions. This is a year where your dream and vision can come true. So create a vision board and stay focused on it, and it'll be a great year.
Yeah. So Elaine is next. Happy New Year, Elaine. And here we go. Here we go. There she is. I picked the 8 of Cups. And this is an emotion card as well, but it's about walking away from who or what is no longer resonating with your soul, with your energy, and it's just putting the things to the side. And maybe there are a couple of friends emotionally that you might find yourself pulling away from, but it may not be permanently. It could just be time and situation is the reason behind it. But I still feel at the end of the day, everything will not always fall into place, but at least it will be exactly where it's meant to be.
And I was given for you the wide open card. And the image of doors closing and doors opening. And the message with it is that this is a time when doors will close, narrow, small doors will close, and big doors, big double French doors will open, and things will just open up in your life. And this is a time for you to be wide open to receive the gifts that the universe has to offer you. And there's some great gifts coming your way.
And this is sort of general for everyone, but I'm a firm believer in burning a candle 5 minutes a day and visualizing what I want coming towards me. And sometimes I don't do it every day. Okay, probably do it twice a week. But it is a great way to help you focus on what you're looking for inside your life. Yep. Okay. We have Lisa. Ooh, nice, Lisa. I pulled, and Happy New Year. I pulled the Wheel of Fortune. This card always makes me think of being in either on a bicycle for the very first time, and they take off the training wheels, and you're learning how to maneuver it and keep it upright and everything. And maybe you'll fall once in a while, but the thing is, at the end of the day, you've learned the technique of steering that wheel the way you'd like to see yourself going, what direction you want to go in it, straight, left, right. Fortunately, with a bicycle, you can't go backwards unless you're on it backwards and you head down the hill backwards. But I would say just keep steering your bike, Lisa. Okay, I'm done.
And that was given for you divine talents. And the person talking to me in the back, he's talking about your superpowers and that you have quite a few of them. Fortunately, I'm one of the lucky people who get to experience those superpowers on a daily basis. And the message that's coming through is know that you are loved, that the people's lives you touch are so altered by your superpowers that it changes things on both sides, this side and that side, that you touch beings on both sides. And just know that you're loved. And don't worry about it. It's going to work out.
So, Faye and Megan, you're welcome. And Liam, hello.
How does it do that?
How does it do what? Jump around? It's the mouse.
Mine just goes, sometimes when I touch it, it jumps like 20 names.
Yeah, sometimes I do that too. So it's Liam and then Christina. Yeah. So Liam.
Good evening, Liam.
Here we go. I picked the Magician for you. And this one's, again, Sean's right. It's about the heart, about opening that heart and endless possibilities of infinity that can be around each and every one of us. And it just feels that the more you open your heart and the more you dive into who you are, the better results you're going to see this year. So trust your heart.
And I was given for you the Initiation by Fire card. And the message I'm getting with it is to understand that fire is a beautiful thing. Sometimes it is the only thing that will burn away all the stuff that's in your way. And this is a great time in your life because it feels like that's exactly what the fire of life is doing. It's burning away all the dead, old, and dried out stuff, material in your life to expose for you the brand new life.
All right. So Christina is next. And I don't like that card. Okay. Christina, I picked the Seven of Pentacles. And this is developing a concept or idea of where you'd like to see your future and what do you need to do? What seeds do you have to plant to grow that future? And it's really about the energy you put into it. But look at that. She's picking her future literally off the tree and it's going to nurture her. Yes, I know it's the Pentacle card and it normally represents money, but it's also about futures.
And I was given for you the Dragon's Lair. And the message that's coming with it is that though this is a time to proceed on whatever journey you're on or quest that you're working on, this is also a good time to be aware that there are, at this point in time, unseen pitfalls and traps and stuff that you could get caught up in. So just be really present with what the choices you're making and how you're moving ahead on your journey. I'm being told,
Okay.
just take one step at a time.
All right. So next is Heather. And Heather, I picked the star for you. And in this particular case, it sort of feels like you need to be the star, that you need to let your light shine so people can appreciate what it is you do and who you are. But on the opposite side of that, I would also say be careful of shining that star so bright that you wear it out fast. Okay, so maybe let it shine when you need to and just keep it dampened down a little when you think that you're running out of a little energy. But the star says, be bright, be brave, and you will be productive.
And I was given for you the Balancing Act card, which basically it just goes in hand with what Darcy was saying. Really strongly feeling that it's important that you pay attention to where you're placing your energies and stuff now, and just work on keeping your life balanced. Don't overdo it. Keep your life balanced, and don't let too many people take too much from you.
Okay, so just out of curiosity, am I still showing up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe just when I disappeared.
I can see you.
Yeah, I know. It's just
You're
Mel
wearing
Reed.
green hair with purple highlights tonight?
Yep. Oh, don't
Perfect.
be too funny about that. I do have green hair. Actually, I've got blue hair with green highlights. Just doesn't look that great. I tried it. It didn't go with my complexion after all. Darn. Okay, so next is Alana.
Yeah, Alana
Hello,
Marie.
Alana. And sorry, Alana. I went into the zone and sort of got lost. Okay, Alana, first of all, I don't suppose you recognize the name James or Jim, do you? And then the Three of Pentacles is the card I picked for you. And this is about people coming to visit, but it's also about making sure that your house is in order. And it may be, you know, be careful in the next 3 to 4 weeks about not wearing your mask. Okay. And the other thing is that you may have some paintings that you need to do or rearrange, or you're given a painting that you're going to have to find a place for it. And the painting seems significant, so I don't understand. Like, I can't see what, I can see pink and white and a little red dot, but I don't quite know what the painting is.
I was given for you the Metamorphosis card. And when it came up, the band struck up in the back there. So thank you. I've managed to have the band quiet for a couple of weeks, but thank you for getting them fired up. They're playing the song Cool Change. And if you don't know the song, just listen to it, because it talks about the fact that it's time for a cool change. And I'm seeing that in your life. I'm seeing the rearranging of your home, and other things changing. Maybe a few people coming, a few people going. And that it's just a time of change, but it's a time of beautiful change. I'm seeing the outcome of it, and the outcome is super joyous. So embrace it, have fun with it, and enjoy the change.
Okay. So next is Catherine. And Catherine, I picked, let's see if we can get an Ace of Wands. New starts, new beginnings. This may even be an opportunity for new employment, but there's a lot of light being shone on it. So one of the things I would say is the way the light was shining says, follow a dream. Okay, so there is a job that you've always wanted to do, but haven't tried it, or a hobby or something like that. This year is the time to follow that dream and see where it takes you.
And I was given for you this, see if I can do this, the second ray of wisdom. And if you notice, not only the angel, but the orbs and whatnot, there's two of them, the bigger one and the smaller one that she's holding.
News of a pregnancy by any chance there, Sean?
What's that?
That
Sorry.
One orb, is it a news of a pregnancy?
I'm listening. There's somebody talking, but they're moving too as they're talking, and it's really hard to grasp them. But can I just leave it with a smile? It's that one step beyond snuggly blanket. I don't know how to put it into words for you. It's just
Satisfaction?
No, there really is no word for it. It's just beautiful. And it's love and beauty, and one step above a snuggly blanket, and it's everything rolled into one. So I'll just leave it with a smile.
Okay. And next is Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Happy New Year. For anyone we didn't get a chance to say Happy New Year to. Happy New Year. Lisa, I actually pulled 3 different cards, and each card was a sword, which is about communication. And so I finally gave up trying to find a card, and I went with the 6 of Swords. This is the last one I pulled. And this is about moving away from a challenge you no longer want. And it's moving in from, like, say, rocky waters into a smooth sailing. And it's about change. It's about writing a story. It's about communicating how you're feeling. And since all 3 cards I pulled were all swords, that means there's something here that would say to me, get it off your chest. So write it out, talk it out, but get it off your chest.
And just before you do that, I was given the intention card for you. And the message I'm getting is that I agree with Darcy. It's time to get it out, whatever it is. But prior to doing that, they're saying make sure that you're clear on what your intention, what do you intend the outcome of this conversation to be? And keep that intention in mind as you're developing and having the conversation.
Okay. And Jessica, I'm grateful that you appreciate us, because I do appreciate, and I'm certain Sean does too, of all of you that come online
Yes.
and join us when we do this. Okay, next. Hello. I picked the Eight of Wands. This is messages coming towards you. And these messages may be coming at you really swiftly. One could be about work, one could be about family, one could be about an idea that you'd like to be party to. And two of the messages are between now and I would say March 15th. And the one is definitely about family. And it doesn't feel like you're sad. It just feels like you have a little hesitation around the message. So I'm just going to say, trust that everything will work out, because it does feel like it should.
Well, it's interesting that you used the word sad, because the card I was given for you is the sad embrace. And the sad embrace isn't that embrace that's, like a broken heart or anything like that. The sad embrace is like when your good friend has been here for a week and you guys have just had this incredible time, and now it's time for your good friend to go home. And you're not going to see him for another 4 or 5 months or 6 months. And it's that sad embrace where you embrace yourself and just you experience the beauty of what that togetherness was. And at the same time, the physical connection is broken.
All right. Next is Lily. Hi, Lily.
Okay. That was that not for, where was it? Where am I?
Jeanette. That was for Jeanette.
Wasn't that for Jessica?
No, Jeanette. We've already read for Jessica.
I'm getting lost.
Okay.
Okay.
Next is Lily.
Glad somebody's keeping track. Just a
Lily.
second. Hey, nutcases, knock it off.
I picked the 9 of coins. And, there used to be a little expression that there's a bird sitting on your shoulder telling you something you know you should do, but you don't want to do it. And so it wasn't what I was going to say to begin with, but I do feel like there's a message for you, and this is from Spirit. And they're just telling you to take some time and to rejuvenate yourself, to make sure that you're pampering yourself once in a while. But it's also saying to make sure you save some money, because there is an expenditure that you are thinking of doing this year, and you're going to need the money for it.
And Lily, I was given for you the Stormfields card. And the message I'm being given with it is that this is a good time to make sure that you batten down your hatches. An old sailor's term, where they just make sure that everything's in its place, everything has a place, and that you're just not going overboard anywhere in your life. Yeah. So this is a good time for the next, it's saying 2 to 3 weeks to just be cautious in how you proceed with things.
All right. Now, Jeannie, yes, you can go back and watch this anytime. It's on Facebook as well as YouTube. Intuitive Readings by Darcy, so you can pick it up anytime to watch it. Hello, Kathy and Amanda.
Hello, Kathy and Amanda. Happy New Year.
Yes, very much so. Kathy, I picked the Emperor. Be prepared for sudden changes. And this could be a romantic change for you. And it feels like, well, I was going to say it could be the U.S., but Yeah, duh. You are in the US. But it could be happening April, anytime after April. You could be meeting someone that you may want to have a romantic interest in. I'm going to say take your time. Remember, penny between the knees. And just see how it goes for a while.
You just say that.
I did.
You know, we're not living in the dark ages anymore, right?
I don't care.
We don't use bunting bags anymore. So, and yes, I know what a bunting bag is. I was given the coming to life card for you, and I really get that. I really get that there's aspects of your heart that are going to be coming to life soon, and to just hang on, it's going to be a lot of fun. And well, I wouldn't say keep a penny between your knees. What I'd say is, she's giggling because she knows I'm looking for the right way to put this.
I know.
I would use discretion and caution. That's what I would say.
Now we'll rescue Sean and say, "Hi, Amanda."
Hi, Amanda.
I picked Two of Wands. This is adventure this year. This is holding on to what you know and willing to take that step outside of your safety zone because you know you're grounded. And this is about maybe a new job. It could be renewing your romance, bringing that energy back together. But it could also be, and actually this might be for Donnie, because it may be he's allowing an emotion to be let go, which opens him up and breaks him free. Okay, so be patient with them.
I was given the coming to life card to show you, and the band struck up, and I'm going to agree that this is more towards your hubby and what's going to happen with him than anything, or to anyways, they're playing one way or another. So it feels like there's things opening up between the two of you that are really good. So hang on, it's going to be fun.
Okay. Lisa says if she does ride the bicycle backwards, she'll let me know. She'll take a picture.
One of us in our family has done that.
Yeah.
I have the scars to prove it.
Yeah. And he tried to fly off the roof like he was Superman too. He's got the scar for that.
Superman.
Hi, Cheyenne.
Hi, Cheyenne. Well, howdy, y'all.
Yeah. I don't normally reshuffle the cards. I normally shuffle once through the night and just pull wherever they tell me to pull. But they said reshuffle. And I've already used this card, the Strength card. But this card for you is about endurance and having the fortitude to carry forward, even though when you think, oh my God, I can't do this anymore, I'm sick of it, I'm tired, I want to walk away from it, they're saying have endurance, because you have, Cheyenne, the ability to do anything. You just need the belief system that goes with it. And you're going to be amazing.
So have the band in the background playing a new song. I was given the One Ring Circus card for you. Here, got a little crazy light there. I don't know what it is. One Ring Circus card for you. The band in the background is going bum 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 bum. Life can feel like a one-ring circus or a three-ring circus for you right now. It's busy and a lot of stuff going on and trying to balance stuff and everything. And just don't be afraid to cut some of the acts. Not every act deserves to be in the circus. So don't be afraid to cut some of the acts out of your life, and whether that's people or situations or whatnot, and just deal with it one thing at a time so that it doesn't overwhelm you. You're going to get through it. It'll be great.
Okay. So Christina, Heather, Liam, you're welcome. And
I don't know where
Sharon,
you are, so you're way down here.
yeah, Sharon's next.
Hi, Sharon.
Oh no, Lisa, we read for you. There's only one Lisa on, isn't there?
No, there's two.
Really?
Yes, Lisa and Lisa.
Oh yeah,
But I think we read for both Lisas, but
read for both Lisas. Okay, Sharon. Just a minute, I gotta pull a card. Go ahead, Sean. Totally forgot to shuffle.
what a great card. Key of Light. And the message that's coming through with this one is this is a great time. You're being given the key that opens another door to let your light in the world shine even brighter. And that this is a good time for you just to accept that. Let your light shine. Don't worry about what anybody else says. Your brilliance in the world is amazing. And the people who recognize it and see it for what it is will love you all the much more. Don't worry about the people who fall away. It's not you. It's that they can't handle being in the light.
That can be a tricky thing, being in the light sometimes.
It's hard being in the light sometimes.
Yeah. So, Sharon,
Oh, no.
I pulled the Two of Pentacles, which is about balance. So it's how you balance the events, the projects, the people inside of your life, and how you balance yourself that will make the largest difference this year. So if you're feeling run down and exhausted, take the time to rejuvenate. And if you're feeling like you just don't want to do it, especially if it means going out somewhere and you don't feel up to it, just don't do it. Okay, so I am going to say the balance this year is going to be necessary. Okay, Sean has walked away.
Just a sec. Yeah, I had to go turn off the stove. And
Okay.
Sharon, just so you know, the band in the background, blinded by the light. The band's having a riot tonight. They're playing all the hits.
Okay, so next is Margaret. Now she's asked if we could pull a card for her, please, in regard to her friend Julie. Sorry, my cat's up the cupboard on the top looking down, and I'm sort of thinking she's going to jump any minute now. Okay, so Margaret, for your friend Julie, it's time and patience. There's a lot of hurt around her, and I feel like she needs to cut through whatever it is. I don't know, a medical thing, but I feel as though she needs to stand still and have a look and change the direction she's going in.
Well, I was given the Wizard of Awareness, and the message that's coming through is that this would be a good time for your friend Julie to take some time to be aware of her environment and what's going on in it, and what the things are in her environment that are holding her back and holding her down. I know the band wants me to tell everyone the song they're playing right now, but I'm not gonna.
Okay.
They can bite me.
So for Margaret herself, I pulled the Lovers. And this is you coming into a relationship, Margaret. It could be in 6 months or, well, you'll probably hate this, in 6 years. So between 6 months to 6 years, you should be in a relationship that is of the heart. It's almost like Cupid took that bow and arrow and shot it right at you when you least expect it. So it's not going to be a case of, oh yeah, this is the person. It's going to be a case of, what do you mean this is the person? So I'm just going to say, be open to the idea or concept that you can have romance around you.
And I was given for you the self-explanatory card, the Field of Dreams. If you dream it, it will come. So I'm being told that it's up to you. If you wish to have that in your life, it will arrive as quickly as you'll allow it to.
Well, and Penelope left for the night, so blessed be as well. And my love to you too, Penelope.
Yeah.
Jeanette, you're welcome. And Sharon, yes, my animals are sensitive to spirit. And I used to have budgies, and when I was doing readings, they'd fall asleep during the reading, and as soon as I was done, they'd wake up and start talking. What about yours, Sean?
Mine are definitely. We've had a visitor at the door the last couple nights, and it's kind of fun to watch them try and chase them away. They haven't quite figured out that the transparent ones are solid. But yes, mine are.
Okay. Well, and to everyone, you're very welcome for what we've done.
And Kathy, what's Bid 64 got to do with it?
I know. I was just going to say, Kathy said she didn't need a penny, but I think, yes, you do.
64 is nothing to do with it.
64 is young still. Okay, so Sandra, this is for you. 8, wait a minute, I can't count. 5 of Wands. You may find yourself in conflict or in competition with someone this next 8 weeks or 10 weeks. And I'm just going to say, let go of the rope, because you really don't have to be in competition with them. You don't have to be doing a tug of war. I feel that whatever it is you need to say or whatever it is you need to do or demonstrate, that because you're standing in that position of authority, that you're going to be successful in the process of doing it.
And I was given for you past life activation card. And as you can see, she's seeing through the veil into her past lives, and all that wisdom and knowledge from all that time from her past is being awoken within her. And I'm being told that if you just take the time to even meditate for 2 or 3 minutes a day, that you'll start accessing all that wisdom that you've acquired and whatnot, and it'll be like having little aha moments throughout your day.
I love those little aha moments, and it's like, yeah, I'm not listening, and I keep going.
Yeah.
So Catherine would like us to pull a card for her son Billy.
Where are you?
I've gone down. Kathy is laughing about my penny, and so Catherine, I pulled the Ace of Pentacles. And as you can see, the road curves and everything along the way. But I know those are leaves or flowers, but it made me think of music, that Billy should have music around him. And I don't know if he's old enough to be working or whether he's talking about education, but it feels like there's this new start, the blossom of new ideas for him. And I feel the word I want to use is safe. And there goes. But I just feel as though it's going to take time.
And for Billy, I was given the magical shapeshifter. And Billy's connected to an old soul on the other side, a really old soul. And it's almost like they switch places every once in a while. It's kind of really cool. So don't be surprised if you have those moments where you look at Billy and go, wow, where did that come from? He really is connected to an old soul on the other side. It's pretty cool.
It is. Okay, so Kathy and Amanda are talking about everything we've said, which is sort of funny, and I love Amanda. Kathy Gibbons Gates. Girls, Mom, your granddaughter is online too. But Liam said he would pay money to see Sean fly off a building. I'm certain you already
Your
have.
paychecks aren't big enough, but come by 1900 Richmond in the next 2 or 3 weeks, and you'll get a chance to see that.
Okay, so let's read for the other Lisa. Apparently, we did miss Lisa. The other Lisa,
Yes.
not our Lisa, the other Lisa.
Yes,
Oh,
I
nice,
know.
Lisa. Look, the world. This is definitely going to be your year, and it's how you play it that it's going to be your year. The type of music, your decisions on eating, looking after your health, your exercise, and romance. Lisa, it's all about what you want this year. Put it out there, girl.
And I was given for you the wishing well card. And the minute this card came up, the band went, "If you wish upon a star." And I'll have to agree with Darcy. This is your time. This next 3 months is your time where you can pretty much wish for anything, and it's yours.
Okay. So Holly's on. And Holly, I picked the High Priestess. I know it sounds crazy, but journal-wise. Okay, I feel like you need to be writing, expressing yourself through voice, and whether or not you take voice lessons or you start singing in a karaoke. If you don't want to sing at home, if you don't want to sing outside in public. But I really feel like, Holly, it's about your voice. It's about what you put out there and how people will listen.
And that was given for you, the listening card. And I'm really being told that it's more about you listening to you than other people listening to you. That you actually have to listen to your own sound advice and your own direction. That you actually have this. You actually have it. And in listening, you'll find your confidence in whatever this situation is.
Okay.
And yes,
So,
Heather, there is a fiddle in the band. It is a complete orchestra with every piece in it. Plus, it probably has a couple comedians, one on either side, just yakking it up.
okay. And well, we pulled a card for Holly. And Kathy, I don't know. I don't see like you're destitute. So I'm going to say financially, as long as you monitor yourself, you should be fine.
You know what,
Okay.
Kathy says she can't hear the band in the background. I'll tell you what, I'll try and get them to play through for you because it can be a lot of fun sometimes.
Okay. You're all welcome. And Laura's next. Okay. Are you caught up?
Yeah, right under Lisa. Laura under Lisa. Laura
Yes.
says good evening.
Hi, Laura.
Yeah.
Ace of
Hi, Laura.
Swords. Soar to the tallest height that you feel you can handle and glide to earth like you're a feather in the wind. It's magical around you, Laura. You have to be open to it, allow your heart to shine, and I'm going to suggest you write a book too, or write some words of love, one or the other.
I was handed for you the education card, so I'm going to say rather than write a book, this might be a good time to read a book. The lovely Miss Florence Shean is with me this evening, and most of you won't know who she is, but she is an author from 1929, and she's saying that a good book for you to read right now is The Game of Life and How to Play It. Of course, she is the author of that book, so she's a little biased. Sorry. But it'd be a great book. It's called The Game of Life and How to Play It.
Do you mean Florence Shean?
Florence Shovelshin.
Cheval.
No, Shovel.
Yeah. Depends on. And she's actually got another book out there. And what's really interesting about her is she started out as an artist, a wife, have her husband run away on her. And then she went towards spirituality and she became quite a well-known lady. And she's amazing when you read about her.
And she self-published a book in New York as a woman in 1929.
Yep. Okay, so Catherine asked if we could do a card for her 16-year-old Cheyenne. So Cheyenne, I know you're listening, but this tells me you've got just a little bit of devil inside of you, that as much that fun part of the devil, not the kind that's getting into trouble. I'm certain you do though, but that fun kind, the fun kind that wants to sort of try something to see what would happen, even though you might know what the results are, and that you are intuitive, just like the rest of the family. And I don't know if you're planning on going into medicine or something like law or something like that, but I really get this sense of education around you and the need to prove yourself, not just to people, but to yourself. It's almost like you set a standard and you've got to get above it before you're happy with it.
Cheyenne, I was actually asked to open a different deck, which I wouldn't normally do. And I was asked to show you the top card in the deck. And it is come out of the closet. And I'm being told that this is an important time to make a choice as to how you want to exercise your gifts. That you have some incredible talent and power as a spiritualist. And this is a time when you can step forward in that. And I understand it's scary and all kinds of stuff, and it's difficult. However, this is really a time when you can shine in that gift.
Yeah. So
it's Heather's grandfather who's in the band with the fiddle.
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
That's awesome.
There. Yeah. Lisa asked if we could pull a card for her sister Linda, and it will also be the last card of the evening.
Okay.
Lisa, for Linda, I pulled the Fool. And Linda, this is about taking that step that you want to do inside your life and not being afraid of walking outside of the box and saying, okay, look, I can see the music in the air, since we all hear music occasionally. I can see the music in the air. And why can't you? And that's okay to say it. But I'm also feeling as though there's this need for you to do a little adventure, Laura. For Linda, look beyond your boundaries, Linda. Don't let fear hold you in place. Take that leap of faith.
And I was given an invitation to connect. And it's not just an invitation to connect with people in your world. This is an invitation for you to connect with yourself, to connect with those parts of yourself that you either deny or you push aside or just not pay attention to. This is a great time to connect to that.
Okay. So,
good. My fiddle player, I have his name now. His name's Morris.
You do, Morris. And Cheyenne is looking into law, and she also feels spirit. So, like I said, it's all part of our history. So we're all related there. Well, everyone, I'd like to thank you for joining Shean and I tonight. It's been great. And I'll be on Thursday night. And I look forward to seeing you. And yeah, Sean,
Yeah,
anything?
that was great. Great closure there. They really just wrapped it up beautifully.
I know.
Thank you,
Okay.
everybody. Wonderful time this evening. Nice to see all of you, and all your names, and to be able to pull cards for you. And just thank you for the blessing that you are in my lives, and blessings to all of you. Have a wonderful evening.
Well, just before we run away now, Cheyenne asked a question.
Oh,
She wanted to know when you do a one-on-one session with people, what do you guys go over? What do you go over?
what?
When you do a one-on-one session.
Well, I'd like to go over whatever questions they have, and possibly look into whatever messages are coming through for that individual.
Yeah, same thing. I do past, present, and future. So good, bad, and ugly. Okay, well, good night, everyone. Stay
Good
safe.
night, everyone.
May love, joy, peace, and happiness find you all in mysterious ways. Blessed be.
Good night, everyone.